this is what we are given to understand, that the Canadian security agencies are closely monitoring the developments that have recently taken place in Surrey about the construction of this embassy that the K-goons are calling as the Republic of Khalistan. Canadian security agencies are monitoring the developments. And Priyank continues to be with us on the broadcast. Priyank, the shocking part is that this structure is constructed. They call it the Republic of Khalistan, and the authorities have no clue. It's a little difficult to digest that.
Yes, Swati, this is what we were trying to suggest, that what is happening in India and what is happening in Canada are certainly two sides of how the lawmakers need to behave and how the agencies need to behave. Here in India, when a fake embassy was spotted, which was run by one person named Jan, who was based in here in Ghaziabad, he was arrested. He has been put behind bars. But then several of individuals whose videos are out in open and they create a claim which is coming out in social media platform, it is clearly suggesting that there is no bar on this kind of so-called movement in the name of freedom of speech, which has been allowed in the Canadian soil. We are not talking about someone raising their voice that we support this particular cause, but we are talking about an embassy which is being made in Surrey in Canada, that too near the plot location where terrorist Khalistan Ninja, who was named in several charge sheets by the National Investigating Agency, is being made by the Khalistan sympathizers. So there's much more which needed to be done by the Canadian authority. We thought that after Trudeau left, there would be some sort of control on this kind of terrorist movement which is happening in the Canadian soil. But looking at the kind of development, this is quite clear that the present government in picture in Canada is also helpless in this kind of development which is happening on their soil. So there's much more which need to be done. Let's see by what long it will take for the Canadian authority to actually act in this kind of situation, the development, the construction which has been made on the Canadian soil, where there has been claims that they are making their self-proclaimed nation, self-proclaimed embassy in Surrey, Canada.
Absolutely, Priyank. In fact, it is also quite possible that the permission was perhaps taken to erect a structure in a different name, and then, this board was put on the structure. What we're given to understand, and this is as per reports, that this structure is present within the premises of a Gurudwara that perhaps was earlier used as a community center. That's what I'm getting to understand. Now that this has been brought to the notice of the authorities, the Canadian security agencies have responded to the situation, Priyank, saying we are closely monitoring the developments.
Yes, time and again what we have seen, that this kind of illegal speeches or all these hate speeches which has come out by the Khalistanis has been made time and again by them whenever they are close to the religious places. So in the name of or the garb of religion, these Khalistani sympathizers have been trying to propagate this kind of idea. But they are not much more of all these sympathizers which can be seen there on the ground, where this self-proclaimed Republic of Khalistan embassy has been made. What we can certainly sense that they have been a group which has been operating in Canada. They have been receiving funding from across the world for anti-India activities. But what authorities in Canada is doing is certainly a very alarming thing which can be highlighted time and again.
The regime has changed, Priyank. One would expect that the way the authorities operate will change as well. Remains to be seen how they deal with this concern that India has been raising for several years now. Thank you very much, Priyank, for getting us the details.